All right, y'all, ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is live. We are in the building getting ready to have another fabulous, dope show as we do every single week live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. We got a very, very special show tonight with a very, very special crew. We got the R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed crew up in this joint. We got Dating Pool Diva up in this joint. We got Big Bro Joe up in this joint. We're about to have an outstanding and fabulous show. And you're listening to it. It's live. It's the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. It's called Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J. And it's live right now.
It's about that time. It's about that time to get
Button your lip, open your ears, strap on your thinking cap. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor and the top sports stories of the week. It's time for Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J.
Sellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go. Puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago. Manning lobs it. Burris alone. Touchdown, New York.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. He hits one deep to right center. That ball is out of here. The Yankees win the pennant.
If they lying, then they must be half stepping. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J is live. We are in the building. Be down with us tonight, 804-402-2893. Be down with the flagship show, heard live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all to everybody for joining us in the show tonight. We appreciate those folks that are already checked in with us right now on Facebook Live. We appreciate you. We appreciate those folks that are listening to us on TuneIn, as well as Streamer, as well as those folks that are hitting us up on our website of www.legacyinternetradio.com. It's because y'all rock with us. That's why we roll with y'all. So we look forward to getting into an outstanding show tonight. We have special guests in the room that I'll introduce and get to you guys momentarily, but I want to get in the usual suspects. First, you hear this dude usually when he feel like coming. He almost never comes when he supposed to come, but he come when he feel like coming. He's my big bro and yours, Big Bro Joe. What up, man?
Yo, what up, man?
What it do, yo?
Hey, you know, another day, another 37 cent minus taxes, and with Trump coming, it's going to be another 15 cents.
Yeah, man, it's going to be something else. I got a sneaky suspicion we're going to get some conversation in on the, what they call the orange Cheeto. We're going to talk about him before the end of the night, but I'm not one for being disrespectful to the president and the president-elect, so I will keep with the facts and not with his jacked up hair and his orange skin. Of course, you hear our sister join us on the fourth Monday of every single month. She is a Legacy Internet Radio sponsor. She's my little sis, and we love her. We got the Dating Pool Diva. Arthur Charisma is in this joint. What's up, sis?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm good. You good?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. I'm ready to do Dating Pool Diva.
You ready to do the diaries?
Yeah, I'm ready to do the diaries.
And get people all sweating up under the collar and just with your salacious self, girl.
Salacious, really?
Hey, really? Man, I just learned that word like 3 days ago, and I was trying to work it in. What do you mean?
How you spell it?
That's A-lacious. No more die, so, but you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, just out here, take that jacket off. All right, ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, live from the den, Legacy Internet Radio. I am happy and honored to bring to you guys the R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed. They are a singing group, a gospel group, and I am going to first introduce the leader of the crew, our brother R. Timothy Haughton. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing outstanding. It's good to see you. It's good to build with you. I look forward to the Legacy Internet Radio crew hearing
Absolutely.
all the fabulous things about your crew, man.
Yeah, we here, we live, and we ready to do this.
Well, I look forward to it. What I'm going to do is I always like when the crew comes in, I like to have the leader of the crew introduce their crew to our crew.
All right.
And so, you've got a couple of sisters and a brother with you.
Yes.
And so I'm going to step back and have you introduce them. You saw how I introduced my crew. Introduce your crew, brother.
Let's introduce my crew, like the greatest crew to me. Ross Campbell, he is one of the tenors in Renewed. Janet Keys, she is my soprano, and Jonetta Jenkins, who is my my alto. And together, we formed this group called Renewed.
Well, yes. I look forward to it. I'm going to go through and just kind of pick on y'all.
Yes, pick on us.
As y'all can see how I gave Big Bro Joe and the Diva the business, that's what I do. And as we were kind of kicking it a little bit before we went live, we're kind of getting to know each other, and I think we all going to have a playfully fun time tonight. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to just refer to you as Timothy, because I'm not going to go R. Timothy Haughton like every time I refer to you. Ain't doing that.
That is fine.
So I might just go with Tim or Timothy, if that's okay with you. Is that okay with you, brother?
That's absolutely all right with me.
All right. Well, the first thing I want to know is the R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed group.
Yes.
What was the origin? What was the beginning? Like that day when you said, this is what we're doing. What was going on with you in your life?
Well, it started in 2005 when I actually came down here to Virginia Union to pursue a degree in music education, and it was a group of us that kind of just gathered and said, let's sing. I've had several names in the past 10 years for the ministry, but Renewed is the one that sticks with me the most, and we're going further and further with Renewed, and I love it because it kind of defines who I am and who we are as a people.
Renewed. That's interesting. Roth, tell me about your experience. How did you link up with our brother Timothy?
So I actually was referred by another person. Her name is Tash. Nickname is Tashira.
Hey, Tashira.
So she texted me one day while I was at work and was like, there's someone that is looking for a tenor. I know that you were interested in singing. You was really trying to get yourself out there. And so she recommended, Rupert to me. And Rupert, called me the same day and was telling me, everything about the group, what his vision was, what God was calling him to do. And from that point on, the ball has been rolling. That next day, which was Sunday, practice started, photo shoot started. Yeah, so it has been a wonderful experience. I have really grown as an individual, as a Christian, and it's been a blessing to be amongst, this group.
And I have stepping with Marcus J live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio. We're getting some love from our crew on Facebook Live. Shout out to our brother Mr. 3375. We miss you in studio. Look forward to seeing you back in your home, brother. Carletta says hey. Our sister Jane says peace to us as well. She says it's the best internet radio show. That's too kind. We appreciate her comment. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, that's it. Janetta, how'd you join the crew?
Well, I just want to say thank you for everybody that was on my page and that was watching. That was my first time live, and obviously I'm still back in 1980 because I don't know how to work the live station on Facebook yet. So please forgive my heart and my mind. I met Rupert back in 2003. We were all at Virginia University, and we were on a bus, and I remember this skinny, tall thing walking towards me and was like...
Skinny?
At that time, yes,
okay.
Lord. And he pretty much was like, hey, I'm Rupert. I got this choir thing going on. And before you know it, I was in, was it Whitehall? Mm-hmm. Singing with other people like John Tell Anderson.
Kenny Price.
Yes, Kenny Price, Janet Green.
Yes.
It was So many of us, David Stevens,
Yes.
and Trinity. It was awesome. So that's how I knew Rupert, and ever since then, he has actually introduced me to the people, in Richmond. I feel like if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know as much as I know. I come from a country place, Enterprise, Alabama. No bigger than my pinky. So coming to Virginia Union helped introduce me to another arena of music and have a lifetime friendship.
Yes.
Janet, tell us your story.
All right. Well, as Johnetta and Rupert explained, I met these two wonderful individuals at Virginia Union University. I came aboard in 2004, and I was approached by another individual, but I had joined the university choir. And that's how I was acquainted with Rupert and Johnetta and a few others. And I just remember, singing with them in the choir. We've gone out to various places, and I even sang in with Rupert in one of his little groups that we had at the time.
Praise and Dynamic Voices.
Yes, Praise and Dynamic Voices at the time.
So long ago.
And I've learned a lot, grown a lot from there, and we just developed pretty much a lifetime friendship.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it was about, 12 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
12 years ago.
One thing that I've noticed, it's a running theme, is Virginia Union University. And the longtime listeners to Ain't No Half Step on Marcus J knows that I am, in fact, an alum of Virginia Union University.
Yeah,
so,
VUU.
Yeah, so when you guys came in and made it known that you guys are Panthers, it just warmed my heart. Well, most of us.
Trojan.
Most of us. But you met your crew at Virginia Union University.
I surely did.
And so I'm not going. I usually take a shot at Virginia State, but I ain't going to do that today because I know we got some. We got some Trojans. We got a couple of Trojans in the room. We're gonna give them the appropriate love, but it's cool for me. I'm class of 1996, so to see you guys met on the yard, as we used to call it. I'm sure you guys spent plenty of time in the Hendo. If y'all were like we were, we used to have parties and all kinds of stuff.
The Hendo
in there,
the gymnasium.
So it's cool. I appreciate you. Ain't No Hashtag on Marcus J live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. So everybody seems to be calling you Rupert. Should I be calling you Rupert? Should I call you Timothy? Are you one of those people with like a bunch of names, man?
No. I'm walking in my newness, so I think I'm gonna go with R. Timothy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go R. Timothy. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna go with R. Timothy.
How about I just call R. Timothy Haughton and Renew? I'm gonna call you that.
Yes, R. Timothy.
I'm just messing with you, but I want to make sure, honestly, for branding purposes, we keep saying R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed, because we are in fact speaking with R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed. And so there's a Be Renewed challenge that I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to that because I want our listeners, that's what we call them, business tease. That's a tease.
Yes.
Because I want the listeners and the folks on Facebook Live to know that there is in fact a Be Renewed challenge.
It is.
That we're going to talk about later on in the interview. But we're going to come back to that. Roth, tell me what your idea is as a crew. What kind of group are y'all? I mean, we kind of got a little bit of it, but I want you to give me kind of your description. If someone happened upon you guys kind of kicking it, and they said, "You guys sing," and you said, "Yeah, we sing," and they said, "Well, what do y'all sing?" What would you say to that person?
Well, I mean, we sing gospel. We sing gospel music. The type of crew, we're a crew with many surprises.
Okay.
We all have our own personalities, and they blend very well with each other. It's amazing how our relationship is. Between me and Rupert, You know, we always pick on each other. I call him my big brother. He calls me his little brother. You know, Janetta, that's Janetta. She's a crush to me. I will say that she's a crush. She is everything. Her attitude, her personality, the way she carries herself is just
give her one of those tissues.
Remarkable. Janet, very quiet, and to me, she's quiet. But once you get to know her, she has a very beautiful spirit.
Right.
And I really like that about her.
Right.
Me, you gotta ask them.
Yeah, you seem like you the wild card. I'm not sure. You know, I've only been around you guys for a little while, but I'm feeling like you guys are the wild card. We're getting some love from Facebook Live. Let me get them in here. Our sister Jessica, who went to Virginia Union while I was there, and Jessica is a sister of mine. Jess, thanks for always supporting me and us and the crew here. Thank you. She shouting you guys out. She's shouting out VUU. Our brother Juan is checking us out. Juan, your big brother is in the room. Our shared big brother is in the room. One of my favorite people on the planet, our brother, comedian Tim Man, is checking us out, and he's telling you guys to keep on hustling. Keep on hustling. So we appreciate the Facebook Live. 804-402-2893 is the number to dial if you're listening and you want to talk to R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed. Janet, tell me, I'm not sure if I got from Roth what I was looking for as far as what kind of, I know you got, I'm picking on you because like you pick on him, I'm going to pick on you. If someone says, what do y'all do? Gospel, I got you. There are lots of different kinds of gospel music. Tell me what you see, R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed. What is your brand of gospel?
Well, we're more of a ministry.
Okay.
We not only go out and express our talents, but we also express, what our sole purpose for being in R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed is mainly for ministry. So if there's somebody that just needs to hear some positivity or even needs to hear a word and they, just want, a little tune or something like that to, help ease through whatever they're going through, that's basically what we're all about.
Right. So,
I'm feeling troubled. Can I get a tune? I'm gonna put you on the spot. I mean, if you're scared, because you're not supposed to be ashamed to testify and minister. Am I right or wrong?
I need to clear my throat a little bit.
Oh, okay. We get you some water. I got some water.
It's flowing in here too. We got plenty of water.
You ready? Let's do some of God is God. 1, 2.
And just for the record, we didn't tell him that we was going to do that. So
I just did it.
Yeah, he just did it. So
that's Big Bro Joe. That's what we do.
You guys okay with that? You if you are,
you nervous?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little nervous.
Why? Why you nervous?
You amongst your family. You amongst your family, and there's absolutely no pressure. Absolutely no pressure at all. So if you're up for it, that's fine, and if not, that's fine as well. Janetta, tell me your idea. What kind of group are you guys?
We are a group that is renewed. We're trying to break from the old way and come into the new way, which means that this thing is different. I'm sorry, I'm a choir girl, so I love to scream and holler. But in this group, like she stated, it's like more of a contemporary gospel. But the most important thing about this group is not just to sing, to be singing, but to sing with purpose. And that's to lift up the name of Jesus and to reach out to hearts of people who have never been reached before and to change the lives of people. The song that says, "Come and dine." We live in a nation right now where we're just going through at as a people, and just to know that in the midst of it that you can come and dine, that Jesus is right there with you. He's there with you. He said you can feast until the end, and that's what I believe that ministry is all about. It's not about yourself. The perks, the incentives and stuff come with it, but it's mostly about just lifting up the name of Jesus, right, and having a sincere heart about it, and knowing that in all that just I'm here for God to build up the kingdom of heaven.
Right. I can dig it. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. Live from the Dan Legacy Internet Radio. Our brother Tavon is listening to us. Tavon, he hosts our Saturdays show. I got something to say on Saturdays from 2:30 to 4:30 here on Legacy Internet Radio. And my big brother, my blood brother, my brother Chuck is listening to us right now. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? And shout out to my niece. His daughter is celebrating her 23rd birthday today. So,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
my niecey and my big brother and all the folks that are checking us out. I'm not sure if I should call you Rupert or Timothy. I'm gonna go with both because I had a feeling you'll respond to both of them. As the leader of the crew, I asked your crew what kind of group you guys were. So I'll ask you the same question. If a person just happened upon you and said, you know, you guys, you're R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed, aren't you? And you would say, well, yes, we are. And they say, well, what do y'all do? And you say, we're a gospel group. And they say, well, tell me more about that. Right. You would say?
I would say that we are a gospel group, and I think what we do is gospel music, but however, we are very versatile in the fact that we don't necessarily stick with gospel. We can go into any arena and be effective. Our music is not just, we are a gospel group, but we are able to do different genres in gospel music, and that's what I really admire about this group of people, is because we can go in any arena and be effective. It's just not we can just go in church and be effective, but we can go into a restaurant and be effective in that kind of atmosphere, or weddings or funerals or whatever the atmosphere is calling for. We can be effective and minister and do what we are supposed to do and do what we have been called to do.
Right. What's your inspiration? Did you have maybe contemporary groups out there? I know if you asked,
I'm just like Jonetta. I'm a choir head, but when I actually wrote my first song, like about 10 years ago, it never dawned on me to actually say, well, this is choir or this is contemporary or whatever. It's just, I'm just writing a song. But I think that in everything, it has to be put in, in different components. And so I think I can write. The one thing I'm gifted is writing. Okay. And so I'm gifted to write in like praise and worship, choir, CCM, whatever that, like I said, I can probably do.
Explain
most of
CCM. What is CCM?
It's more of the hands, let's beat just hands up and just, hey, hallelujah, gotcha. Hallelujah.
Okay. Oglitha is saying peace to you guys. Oglitha is saying hey. So I just wanted to make sure that we get everybody in when they check in. And first of all, I want to thank everybody who is checking us out on Facebook Live. We got checked in. My brother checked in.
Thank you.
My sister is checking us out as well. What's up, baby sis? Let's see. Who else is checking us out? Our sister Michelle K is checking us out right
Michelle
now.
K.
Is checking us out as well. So if you guys notice anybody who is checking us out, make sure you remember to shout them out. Ain't no half step on Marcus J. Live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. You talked about writing.
Yes.
A lot of the songs that you do, are they written mostly by you guys? Are you doing any covers? Or?
Yeah, we do covers, but we are blessed to do original music too. Like Come and Dine was written by me. It was actually written at a very hard place in my life. And so, that's what I do. I do write.
Tell me, Roth, when you guys come together, do you guys collab, right? Or does Rupert do most of the writing? Or how does that work from your perspective?
So far the music that he has come up with has been written by him. Now, as we practice on the songs, our ideas do come up, and sometimes we do change it up a little bit. So I would say not now. The songs, we have not came together and wrote a song together, but I do like the fact that Rupert is open to our ideas. So,
Janet, tell me how you feel about writing. You want to write some more?
I'm not a writer.
Okay.
But
I did that. I threw that to put Rupert on the spot. I had some fun with him.
Yeah, pretty much what Roth said. We appreciate our Timothy and his new and innovative, creative ideas, and just kind of revamping some songs and kind of improvising them in certain songs and certain segments, and just kind of create ways to kind of relate to all audiences. So, and that's what I really love about our Timothy Haughton and being in this group in general.
Right. And I have stepping with Marcus J live from the Dan Legacy Internet Radio. We're talking to our Timothy Haughton and Renewed. I want to come to, I guess, one of the cool things that I heard a little bit about, and that was the Be Renewed Challenge. Rupert, tell me about the Be Renewed Challenge. What is it? What are we doing?
Well, the Be Renewed Challenge is basically we're challenging people to take a few minutes out their day and to really just post something that has changed your life, something that has happened, that has been a transformation in your life, that because the Bible tells us that we overcome by the words of our testimony. And so that something that you can say can encourage somebody, can uplift them, can motivate them. You don't know that anything that we may be going through may inspire others to really just say, hey, you know what? I need to do this. I need to do that. I can do this. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. And we are a witness, and I'm definitely a witness of his power of transformation and being renewed. I tell my testimony all the time. This time last year, I was in a jail cell, but God has really transformed my life, and I'm walking in a different path, in a different direction than I was. What takes people forever to do, it took me in less than a year to do. I came out in 3 days, got a job. In 3 more months, I got my own place. And in 3 more months, I got another job. So everything. And then, after that, here we are, we're single, and all this happened within this year. So I'm telling people everywhere I go, all things work together for good. I wasn't like this. I'm a better person now than where I was. Right. And so renewal can happen.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Jonetta, tell me your thoughts on Be Renewed.
I think being renewed, your mind has to be renewed every day. I know mine do. But like you said, it's when you go through something and you come out afresh and you come out different. Your thoughts, your ways are different through the experiences of your life. Either it could be positive experience that can renew you, something that can just make you want to do better, make you want to change, make your thought processes change. Like you stated, though, it can also be traumatic events that can renew you. But the one that renews me is Jesus Christ. Come on, somebody. He renews me every day, morning by morning, new mercies I see. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Janet?
Well, first and foremost, I am wearing this wonderful Be Renewed shirt.
Yes, Be Renewed. It is available.
Yes, and I'm well coordinated as well. Well, for me, being renewed is I think it's a continual process. Each and every day we all go through challenges, whether it's at home, whether it's at work. We all have challenges at work. No matter what you're doing, or even at school, that can be a big challenge too. So, and that's why it's really important to always renewing yourself. Changing your thinking patterns, your thought process, because it does have an effect on your life and also in your future as well. And we're all not perfect individuals, but through Christ, we know that we still have another opportunity to to do things, to do better, and thus being renewed is a good way to help not only promote that, but to also challenge that. Right. Because you never know, somebody might, it probably is going through a hard time or difficulty, and they see a renewed video, and they give their testimony, and it'll bless their soul, and they're going to want them to, to do the same thing. So,
Roth, being renewed, what does it mean to you?
Being renewed is being new, in your spirit. Just being renewed is basically allowing yourself to get rid of all the toxins, the sins that's in your life, and giving it all to God. Rupert had a testimony. I have a testimony myself. As of last year, I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. And when I was in the hospital for those 2 weeks, God did work on me, and he did renew me as an individual. He renewed my mind. He made me realize, that I owe all my praises to him. Me being alive, I owe it all to him. I would not be here without him. Every day, that's something that you have to realize. And as an individual, before I was admitted into the hospital, I felt like I was entitled to life, And so that was a quick, checkup for me. That's what being renewed is to me.
Right. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio, 804-402-2893 is the number to dial to be a part of the discussion. We're talking with the R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed. They're a gospel group, and they're a real dope group, and I look forward to continuing to build with them. We're going to take our first break of the night, and when we come back, we're going to find out how we can be a part of the R. Timothy Haughton and Renewed crew. How can we hear their stuff? What kind of events they have coming up? We got a lot more of the show. And later on, we're going to have our Diva Diary segment with our sponsor and sister, the Dating Pool Diva, author Charisma. Marcus J. and the crew and you will be back in a few.
Is my mic on? Oh, okay. Legacy Internet Radio. It's your girl, the First Lady, comedianess, Lissa P. Ow, ow! Make sure you're tuned in to the #1 internet radio station around, Legacy Internet Radio. Be sure to check out our website at www.legacyinternetradio.com, or you can download the free TuneIn app. Go to the search, type in Legacy Internet Radio, and there you'll have us. Legacy Internet Radio, where independence is the key to building your legacy. Ow, ow!
Tired of wearing that same old raggedy t-shirt to group events, civic, and work situations?